Hi, everybody, and welcome. Hey, look, the camera was like right on me this time.
Yeah, it was right
Boom.
there. Boom.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to
Blue Bombin.
Mega
Man.
here over on Giant Bomb. This is where Alex Navarro plays Mega Man, and
Yes.
we're up to Mega Man
5. We are almost done with Mega Man 5.
Let's switch right over and
Yes.
see those cameras. Oh, just Dan. Dan, you want to scoot over a bit?
I think we all just do a
Yeah.
little bit of a scoot.
Yeah.
I'll do a thing.
Yeah, there we go. That works.
There we go. Look at
You
that.
guys are great down there.
So, for today, we are in Dr. Wily's castle.
Oh,
we
I
are
see.
nearing the end of Mega Man 5.
yes, you are.
There is a possibility this will be over today. We'll see how it goes.
Let's do it.
The hardest part of this is going to be the stage that I'm in right now.
Okay.
This is the last hard stage, and after that, it's mostly just boss fights, boss rush, all that. And most of the boss fights, at least from what I've seen, seem like they're more tedious
I know Mega Man.
than hard.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. But of course, we have to get through this stage, which is, I think, going to be a pain in the ass.
Show me the Mega Man. Okay, you know what? I'll give us a little more gameplay in the studio here. 'Cause I feel like it's quiet.
All right. I feel like it sounds good to me.
Okay. Whoa! Something then happened. Did it get too loud for you?
Nope.
Maybe? Okay, great. 'Cause it got really loud in here.
There we go.
How you doing, Dan?
Good. How much do you know about flossing?
Great start.
Oh, I floss every day. I try to.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you think it's possible to overfloss?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
It's possible to overbrush. It'll like ruin your enamel.
Okay. This is what I'm confused about because I read just before I came in here. So I floss after every single thing I put in my mouth. So I floss like 12 times a day, probably.
Sounds.
Like
That's-
deep floss.
I
Vaguely
wouldn't
upset-
do that.
When you floss, are you doing like a saw action, or are you just kind of like
I'm getting in
popping
there and trying to get underneath the tooth, like the way
Yeah,
dentists
that's
told me.
probably bad for your gums,
Okay.
and also probably not so great for your enamel.
That's what I thought. And so I went to the dentist like a year ago. Last time I went to the dentist, and they were like, "Hey, your gums are looking not great. You
raw?
need to." They said you need to floss more, and I was like, "That's weird," because I almost was wondering if I was flossing too much. And they were like, "You can't floss too much." And I was like, "Really?" Because I floss like
Okay, listen.
numerous times a day.
Listen to your doctor.
I would listen to your dentist.
Yeah.
Well, but then I was like, it's just my gums are looking bad, and like they do the thing where they like poke down and like it's showing the root of my teeth more. And so I looked it up, like, can I floss too much? And the first thing I saw, I mean, I don't know what dentist sites are reputable or whatever, is like, oh yeah, you can totally like it'll expose the root, it'll hurt more, it might bleed more, it's gonna expose your roots to all sorts of damage and everything if you do it too much. And I was like, well, shit. They said you should never floss more than once a day.
Have
And
you
I-
tried cutting back since your gums have been weird?
No, I mean, I literally.
Jeez, Abby.
As I was flossing
What
a
are you
second
doing?
ago, I read on the on that website about that, and I was like, oh, I need to put this away. So
Yeah, I would only floss once a day. I wouldn't overdo it if you can avoid it.
you don't constantly feel weird that you got shit in between your teeth.
I don't
have
usually eat
that
shit.
much stuff in the-
You don't like. I eat anything, and I have to floss instantly. I don't know if I just have weird teeth.
I don't.
What do you
That
say?
was a joke. Like, eat pieces of
I
shit
eat a
like
lot
you
of
for
shit,
breakfast.
but I like
don't eat
saving it
actual
for later.
poop. So yeah, I'm worried that I've destroyed all of my teeth after previously only destroying most of my teeth.
Well,
so
you
I-
eat
So
like
this
a
is
lot-
the part that's going to suck, is getting past this.
Yeah, I don't like stuff stuck in between my teeth, but like, I don't know.
Mine aren't that bad.
Drink water.
I also,
Yeah.
drink water, and I also think you might just have like genetically bad teeth.
I have
Like,
genetically bad
yeah,
teeth.
I have
Yeah.
really weak enamel. Just
Same.
how it's just how
You
it
use
was.
like one of those like pro enamel toothpaste?
No,
Enamelon?
no. I probably
Enamel,
should, but I don't.
Enamelin?
I don't
Pro
know.
enamel?
I use
Enamel plus.
the
Prenamel.
one that's just like white paste.
White paste? TM?
Some of it's all like sparkly and weird.
Did you guys ever try those like natural toothpaste out of like mud?
No.
Oh, I kind of want to try the charcoal ones. You like look black.
Yeah.
It's like you got black teeth while you do it, but they're supposed to be good and like
Yeah.
good for the environment.
I don't know. Something like I can't.
I want to
deal
do
with
it.
Dan, do your gums bleed when you floss them?
If I go real deep and it's really painful,
Oh.
yeah.
Why do you do that?
Don't ever do anything that's gonna be painful.
Oh, shit. This fucking screen cut out as I was doing that jump. Okay, that
It is-
one wasn't my fault. The screen actually blacked out for a
Yes.
second there on our TV.
For like, yeah.
At like the worst possible time.
Yeah. I feel like if I'm bleeding, I'm getting stuff done. And
No,
so when I see it, I'm like,
absolutely
yeah,
not.
all right.
No, you're.
I don't know. Sometimes I do feel like with flossing, like if you haven't flossed in a while and your gums bleed a little bit, like you gotta get through.
I
But
mean,
if
you
you're
probably
like,
have gingivitis.
Eef. Can we move on? How was your
wait.
haircut? Stop.
Can I fix this? I just want to feel better about this.
talk to your dentist?
Yeah, talk to your dentist.
I-
and
I
I would
call
say stop flossing
Yeah,
as
I'm,
much.
I'm doing that for sure. I'm gonna floss
Yeah,
once
never
a day.
floss again.
Yeah, once a day, good.
Okay. I hate tooth stuff. Tooth and eye stuff is the worst stuff.
My 2 front teeth are fake.
Are they? Mm-hmm. Do you get them knocked out?
Well, I guess half of them are fake. I chipped them.
Oh,
when I
yeah?
was little.
Ow.
Mm-hmm. I was skateboarding. We were skateboarding in this like abandoned gas station. And have you ever seen like a dog use a skateboard like on their knees? And I was doing that, and then there was like an open hole.
No, I don't want to.
And then I hit
Just whisper
it,
to him.
and then like.
I sliced my leg open once.
come on!
Because
No.
well, actually, I've done it twice. One,
I
one was a trampoline,
Really
the other was.
enjoy milkshake.
So I found
Me
this
too.
wagon.
Vanilla.
So I choked on a
you
milkshake once.
Cookies and cream milkshake?
Cookies and cream
Those
is
are the
good.
best.
What's your
Yeah,
favorite
Oreo.
milkshake?
Vanilla.
Just plain vanilla?
Cookies
Yeah,
and
it's
cream.
classic. Like summer day vanilla milkshake. Hell yeah.
Dan, do you like milkshakes from like fast food restaurants?
Of course.
Like which ones? Because some of them taste like plastic to me.
I'm less of a milkshake guy and more of a like McFlurry Blizzard guy. I like the chunks of like
I
peanut butter
don't.
cups and stuff
Yeah.
in there.
I want like a good little drink.
Oh, I used to make when I worked at McDonald's, I would make the craziest like flurry concoctions and stuff. You can do the Shamrock Shake stuff, and you can put in the Oreo stuff there, so it's like a mint chocolate chip shake. Oh, it's so good.
I
Oh yeah, you
don't
don't like mint stuff.
I like a real ice cream milkshake. I like the stuff that's like
Yeah.
comes out of like the McFlurries and stuff. Actually, the Wendy's milkshakes I think are real.
I mean, I like
the
a good
Frosties?
fake shake.
Yeah, yeah, those are
Fine,
good.
Take that hit. I don't care. It gets me
You're
past
doing
that part.
great.
Do they still do courtesy cones at McDonald's, if you ask?
What is it? Ooh, that sounds like a
Like a
sex
little
thing.
It's a
Tiny
tiny, or
Vita?
they might be like kitty cones or whatever. I used
don't
to
think
ride
they
my
give
bike
anything
through the
for free.
drive-through and try to get a bunch of free
No.
ice cream
I
cones.
very much doubt it.
Huh.
But I don't know. Maybe.
Wait, it's a courtesy cone more like a go away please little kid
No,
cone?
they were special little tiny ones.
I've seen the tiny cones, but I imagine they sell those, right? Because I know at Wendy's you can buy the little tiny
like sugar cones?
Frosty.
Frosty? You can?
Just like I have like a little card. I paid for it. I think it was like 15 cents or something. And every time I get a real meal, I show them the card, and they
really?
give me a tiny little Frosty.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's great.
I got courtesy cones all the time when I was in 5th grade and was doing this like cheap trifecta because I couldn't afford Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo. So I would ride my bike to Kmart. I would play the kiosk of Killer Instinct for as long as I wanted, and then I would go to buy a bunch of like soda and everything. And they had a policy at Kmart where if they didn't like give you a receipt or if they didn't say a specific phrase or something when you checked out,
Oh, I think
it
you
was
to-
free.
I think you told me.
Yeah. So sometimes that would work, and I'd get a bunch of free sodas, and then I'd ride my bike over to McDonald's and try to get a bunch of free ice cream.
I hate that because that just like makes the staff like people just get in trouble for like forgetting to say their
Hey,
thing.
it's a policy. You got to do your
I
job.
know, but
you know?
like I've worked those jobs
Me
where
too.
you're like
Yeah, that stuff's
robotically
trash.
like
I know,
that
it's-
sucks. I hate anything that's like you
I
get
hate-
free shit because somebody fucked up.
Yeah, I don't like putting the onus on the people who are working those shit retail jobs
Right.
to like get every little fucking detail right just so that you can get something cheaper.
I mean, I've worked those jobs. You're supposed to, follow a script.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
I don't think
did you tell me you had like a fucking paintball fight or something in a back room?
the
following the script?
I got that manager
Then-
fired accidentally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in the script. Don't worry.
No, that wasn't like a customer-focused thing. That was me having a fun idea for painting the break room, and then went terribly wrong, and people got almost blinded, and somebody got fired.
Oh
Shit.
my god.
And we broke the clock and
Had to be
computer
that
and the vending
fucking thing,
machine and the
didn't
camera.
Anyway,
Okay.
I love milkshakes.
Me
Milkshakes
too.
are real good, yeah.
Let's have a milkshake run.
Well, I don't have gums anymore, so I think milkshakes would go right to my roots of my teeth.
Tooth freeze? You guys have sensitive teeth?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Sometimes.
real bad.
That's a shame.
Mine aren't too bad though.
Sorry, Dan, about your teeth.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
No, I bet
Yeah.
not.
Just get them out.
As someone who has like frequent dental issues, I don't envy that.
Yeah. Trying to find a sedation place here in the city. I like getting just knocked out for anything.
I'll do that for anything that's like, when I had my wisdom teeth out, I got knocked out, but I won't do
yeah.
that for like just drills because that seems a little excessive.
I'm sorry. We apparently have steered back into teeth.
Yeah, they're bad.
Speaking of skateboarding injuries,
This is a legit thing that I wanted to do for a long time. I always told myself growing up, well into college, that once I was old enough and had insurance and enough money, I was going to try to talk a dentist into taking all of my teeth out and giving me fake teeth so I would never have to worry about dental issues.
You would always have to worry
You'll
about
pay
it.
you can pay somebody to do that. I'm sure.
Well, no, they said that no reputable dentist would take
Right.
all my teeth out.
No, of course not.
For
You
that.
can pay somebody.
Also,
to do
you
that for
don't
sure.
want that.
No,
But you could never get
Do you have the
cavities.
thing that you could? When you shoot, you fall off the ladder, right?
What? That sucks. Can you just get like
teeth.
buffed
Wait a minute,
and then
hang
run?
on. Maybe the gyro attack would
I think
actually-
as soon as you, yeah.
Oh.
That's a real bad spot. Oh, you can shoot from the ladder. Oh, there's like a minimum.
Yeah, so that's not gonna do it.
Can you do that one that like has a thing around you? You know that like.
I have a million heat tanks. I'm just gonna use one now.
Abby, how's your movie pass working out?
You know what? Maybe
I haven't been in a little while, but there's stuff I want to see. I've just been so busy.
No, that doesn't work on him.
They haven't sent my card yet because their whole site got like nuked for 2
I know.
weeks after
That was also annoying. As someone who was like a regular customer for years, I'm like, oh, now you guys are getting on board.
Jeez, this guy takes some hits, huh?
Supposed to get mine in early September.
Nice.
But they're saying AMC might pull out of the thing.
I don't think that'll happen.
Also, some people were saying they don't know if they can have. Like, the only way they could cancel it is if, like, they refuse to take MasterCard credit. So
another one of these, huh?
Ah! Let's go, 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 go!
I went.
Must go
I'm
faster.
gonna use one more tank just to be. Because I haven't faced this boss yet. I think I know what to do here.
You're gonna be great.
Yeah, this one's not crazy hard, or at least I don't think it is.
Abby, have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
When I was very little, I haven't since. I don't really remember it.
It's
I remember
very
the water glass. I remember the guy in the toilet.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think this is the same thing as the guy in the toilet with that thing that was like, ah!
Like
It had like those
Dilophosaurus?
things.
No, the toilet was the T-Rex, and the
Okay.
Dilophosaurus spit on Newman's face.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then I remember was the girl like in the car or something?
Lex and
times.
Tim were in the car when it flipped up, and it was breaking through
I'll try one
the,
more. I think I can do this in one.
skylight.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, in the rain.
Yeah.
And the goat thing scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. Why do you ask, Vinny?
Just don't want to talk about teeth.
T-Rex had big teeth.
Yes, T-Rexes have large teeth. That is an accurate statement.
A couple of recommendations for gyro on this boss. I don't know where you hit him.
I feel like this is actually working out okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm taking some hits, but it's not the end of the world.
Is it? Isn't it?
Oh boy.
Vinny, do you want to see pictures of my tongue bubble incident?
Nope.
Okay.
Fuck it.
I might after the stream.
There's more
It's
tanks,
real
I
gross.
think, later on.
What
so
is
I had
it?
the hose.
let's be done
Stop.
with it.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. I don't.
It was
the
the
problem
gross.
with-
It was the worst medical thing I've.
I will say I think the other problem with no headphones is we probably don't realize how much we crossed. You know, like
Oh.
because you probably don't hear it as
You
much.
can tell. Like I
I mean,
could
I'm
tell we
aware.
were doing it just then,
Oh,
and I don't have
okay.
headphones on. So
You're saying it was intentional.
yeah,
Okay.
people love it. Can't get enough.
Right here.
Like tooth talk.
All right, one more hit and I should have this. I won't have to deal with this stage anymore. We'll just have boss rush.
Yeah, boss rush.
Have you guys
Gosh,
watched videos of LASIK?
Yeah,
Why you
nice.
guys-
No.
why you
All
guys
right.
talking about this stuff?
Vinny, what was the last
Stage
movie you
down.
saw in theaters?
Thank you. Good job, Al.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What was the last movie I saw in theaters?
Uh-huh.
Probably the last Star Wars movie.
Oh,
One?
Rogue One.
Mhm.
I didn't love Rogue One.
It was all right.
I thought there was like fun aspects, but I thought like there were too many like big speeches, and I'm like, okay. Like there's that what? Do you remember that one speech when she's like talking in that room, and it's like, first of all, why would anybody be listening to her? It's like a bunch of politicians, and then like this random woman.
I feel like that happened like 4 times.
Right. Yes. But there, she was like doing this big speech, and it was just so stupid. Like somebody was like, or she was like giving a speech, and someone was like, "Get to like, what's the point?" And then like immediately after, someone was like, "Let her speak." Anyway, it was just bad.
Wait, isn't there a thing you put against the wall that like jumps you up?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I feel
Nailed
like there
it.
was a couple of those like we
Right.
fight, but not because we fight, but
Right.
because we fight.
Yes. Exactly.
And I will keep fighting until I
Right.
can't fight anymore. And if you want to fight the fight, then fight.
Yes.
And like, let's fight!
Yeah. I also.
This wasn't my fight. This was your fight. It was also my dad's fight, and he fought until he couldn't fight anymore.
Let her speak.
Do you want to fight? I do want to fight, but not that fight. This isn't my fight.
I also was like not a huge fan of the ending. I appreciated
mind
that they
it.
tried it, but I thought it was kind of a cop out.
I'm not a big fan of prequels in general, just because you know where it's gonna go. You know.
I don't always mind that. I don't know. I don't care as so much that I know where it's going to go, but sometimes it's like I don't want to be filled in on all the details.
You have a,
I just don't like it when there's no consequence. It's the same reason I don't really like superhero movies, is because I feel like they can't actually die.
I totally agree. I feel like most action movies, I'm like, well, everybody's, nobody's actually going to die. Totally.
Right.
But I like, I don't know, with
Might be
prequels, I
tough.
feel
what,
like.
use an E-Tank?
No,
Okay.
I'd rather just start this bit over again if I have to.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's
there you
fine.
go.
I mean, this is short. If I have to restart this bit, I'll just restart this bit.
I didn't like fake Jedi guy.
Who?
I liked fake Jedi guy, but I didn't like
Let's see what
fake
the other
Jedi.
ones
The guy,
are.
the blind guy.
Rogue.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, if you just want to put a Jedi in, put a Jedi in.
Right.
But like, I thought he was kind of cool. It was neat and neat
Yeah.
character. But like at the part where it's just like, Wait a second. What is this?
Yeah.
Like, not a Jedi, but they got he's Force sensitive, but like, or is he just like a Force priest?
I don't remember him very well.
Yeah,
Really?
I remember him like walking and chanting a thing, and then he beats some people
Yeah,
up.
like the Force is my power that shall not.
Right.
Nobody can touch
I remember
me.
him like walking out towards the end, and it's like no one can go because they're like constantly shooting, and he's like, I'll do it.
Yeah. And then like his buddy with the like heavy machine gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the one I probably will never watch again. Like I'll even watch the prequels numerous times.
I really liked the movie. I thought it was actually.
I thought it was fun. I was entertained, but I didn't think it was great.
So I know what to do with him at least.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I liked everybody that was in it. I just, you know, I can goof on it, but I still really liked it.
Yeah.
Like King Arthur movie.
All right, what is that? That's the kick.
What? He just makes water come up?
Yeah,
I'm
he's got a slide
Neptune.
kick into him over and over again.
Vinny, all of the outlets in the bathroom have vertical screws.
Yep.
I checked.
I told you. Conspiracy. It's the Illuminati.
Like I said, this is the
electrician
practice
was in there.
run. This is the figure out where everyone is and what to do.
If you see an outlet with a screw turned sideways, it means run.
I saw some wonky ones in the common area, but in the bathroom they're
I
A-okay.
think there are some wonky ones here. You probably can't see.
That means this room is haunted.
Pretty vertical.
Okay.
People don't know
So
what
it's
we're
not
talking
fully haunted then.
Yeah.
Good. I want some ghosts.
Electricians know because they talk to the ghosts in the wires.
Gotta watch out for those wire ghosts.
Did you guys see? We got a question from the chat from Hayes. Did you guys see Batman versus Superman?
No.
I didn't see it.
No,
No, we saw it. I saw it.
I
It
don't.
was really silly.
I've heard it's not good, and also I don't like I was saying I don't love superhero movies like that. I find them boring.
I love Batman. Like Batman's one of my favorite characters ever. But like the fucking Ben Affleck. Like I hate Zack Snyder. Like he did that,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
I hate
Zack
every one of
Snyder
his
fucking
movies.
sucks.
Yeah. So I just have. I love Nolan on the other hand. So like the Nolan ones are great. I have no interest in the Snyder ones. And also Superman's stupid.
Why?
He's just boring.
Yeah, I think Captain America is more boring.
I have not. I think I need to shoot this at him. Yeah. Okay.
Is Captain America? Does he exist nowadays, or is he just a World War II guy?
He's
he was
nowadays.
frozen. He came back.
Yeah. He throws the shield.
Did you not see any of the Captain America movies?
No.
Yeah, I can get him with that at least.
I haven't seen most of them.
Oh, nice. Oh,
of course.
dang, so
That
close.
was really close.
All right, so I have that backup in case
Yeah.
I run out of Star Crash. Let's see what other ones I've got here. I'm still
There
filling
there
these
are
out.
interesting Superman stories.
Okay.
I read a couple. I read What Never Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, and there's some like All-Star Superman, couple graphic novels I got, and I just couldn't get into them. And meanwhile, every Batman story I just loved.
Abby, do you read a lot of comics? You read
I do.
All right,
not
this one's really
superhero
easy.
comics, though, right?
I read some.
Yeah.
I read.
Nice. That was.
Yeah, that one's super easy.
Nice.
I read all of Matt Fraction's Hawkeye.
Oh, I was just gonna bring that
It's
up.
so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like he did so many good issues, like the sign language one.
It's probably like the
and the
best
dog one. It's so
I've ever
good.
seen of like facial expressions.
Yeah.
And like they're just so well done.
I know. I love it so much. It's really good.
And it's like really not a superhero.
Right. I think that's what I like about it.
I just read that like
Really?
a month ago.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I love that.
All right.
I
Figuring
love
some of these are easier than others.
the Animal Man reboot.
I don't think I read
It's
that.
really
Wait.
good.
Is Animal Man a man or an animal?
He's
He's a
the
manimal.
avatar of the animal world.
But he looks like if you
He's
saw
a
him
man.
walking down the
He's a
street,
man.
he looks like a man.
But he'll
But then he
like
like growls or whatever.
he'll be like, I'm gonna get like the strength of a gorilla and like the ferocity of a wolf.
Is this his voice?
Nah, it's a
Charles
comic,
Nelson
so
Riley?
it can be whatever you want it to be.
Is he a Marvel?
He's DC. That was
Okay.
New 52.
I read the
So if I get deep into these, I'll use the E-tanks. But until then, I'm just going to keep
first and second
teasing these out.
Squirrel Girl.
Oh, I've heard good things.
Yeah, it was alright. The
Casey's
first one I
friends
like really
with,
liked.
Erica.
Oh really?
Yeah, we used to both work with Erica.
Yeah.
The
She was
first
an
one I
artist
really
at
liked. The
Onyx.
second one faded off, and so I think there's volume 3, which I didn't.
I've heard good things. I want to read it. I think. Oh, I also really loved Mark Waid's Daredevil a lot.
I think I might. There was like a huge sale on Amazon
Oh, really?
not too long ago, and so I didn't want like message. I think Casey might have told me about it. And
probably.
it was like, just make me a list. Make me like a
Yes.
shopping list. So of course it's like 70% Star Wars.
Casey.
This guy's the bane of my fucking existence.
Which one?
He's a fun train.
But
Choo choo.
But it had that Hawkeye series. It had the a Hulk series where he's a gladiator.
Oh, cool!
Really
I don't know
cool.
that one.
It had Vision, where he's like trying to start a family at home.
Okay. Did it have Brian
Squirrel Girl.
Azzarello's Wonder Woman?
I don't think
That one's so good.
maybe.
I'm rereading that one now. I have those books if you want to borrow them. But I love
This is the guy who's gonna be
Azzarello's
a pain
Wonder
in my
Woman.
ass. I can already tell.
Choo choo.
He's a train.
Yes, yes.
You guys ever walk along the railroad tracks and put pennies and stuff on the tracks?
Nope, that's super
No.
dangerous.
It was so much fun when I was a
Have
kid.
we had? I think we've talked
The,
about this.
the railroad
Yeah.
tracks in my hometown were mostly abandoned, so
Oh, really?
we could do that and hang out by the railroad tracks and not worry about much. Okay, so Charge Man's a little bit of a pain, Napalm Man's a little bit of a pain. Still haven't quite figured out the right thing for Gravity Dude, but otherwise the other ones seem all real easy. So I'm gonna try and get those hard ones out of the way first.
Okay.
Yeah, those pennies can shoot out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never got hit.
You like learn that in school? Like they didn't come by like don't put pennies on the tracks. To like shoot out. And,
No, I used to do it all the time. Me and
Yeah.
my dad would walk along the tracks all the time until we
oh
saw
really?
a
Did you,
dog.
did you like duck behind like a rock or something?
No. We would watch it, then we would go pick it up. But then we stopped doing that when we saw that dog get like demolished by a train.
Yeah, I remember that story. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear that again.
No, it's yeah. But the other stuff is fun. The penny stuff is fun.
What's some stuff that you did as a kid that later on you're like, wow, that was really dangerous?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, I feel like there's a decent amount.
Really?
I built a fort. My mom was horrified when she found out I did this. It was underneath our deck, and I didn't know anything about woodworking or anything. But I tried to construct this like drawbridge, and so I took this like lattice wood thing and I made a like elaborate lever and pulley system that would actually work. So it was this whole like hidden fort. But then I wanted it to be like my fortress or whatever. So I wanted to make a bunch of like weapons, and so I took like 2x4s and sticks and put a bunch of nails in the end. I don't know why. I mean, nobody would break in and steal anything. I didn't have anything of value. But then my mom was like, your twin sisters are like
Nice.
3 years old and they can walk around
Oh.
now. You probably shouldn't have these like weapons with nails like all
Oh,
over the
gosh.
deck. And so she had to dismantle my fortress.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it was
Abby,
pretty cool.
did you do anything real bad?
I'm trying to think.
I mean, other than skateboarding in really bad areas, I'm trying to think like anything super dangerous.
I remember once, this wasn't really dangerous, it's just like clumsy, but my neighbor had this tree house that was like pretty high up. There was this big ladder that I went up to it, and I was like climbing up it once, and then I slipped on the ladder and like fell on my back. I was okay. I was
Yeah,
just like
just
the wind
scary.
knocked out of me, but it was like no one was around, and
Oh,
like I like
really?
landed on my back, and it was like I was high up.
Yeah.
It was like fine,
And just
but
like poof.
it was one of those things where I was like, oh god.
The wind knocked out of you. So.
Oh, it
Yeah.
does.
Yes, it does. I mean, I told you I got hit by a car once.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Not a car that was going that fast, but fast enough that it knocked me onto the pavement pretty hard, and I had some scars
Jesus.
afterward.
Oh boy, how old were you?
I don't know, like 14.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, I was on a skateboard, and an old lady came to a stop sign, but tried to do a rolling stop instead of like an actual
Oh.
stop, and so that was a whole thing.
Were you wearing a helmet?
No.
Backyard wrestling was probably a bad idea.
That's always a bad idea.
Yeah, there's no
Backyard
such thing as a
wrestling.
good time to be backyard wrestling.
Dropping elbows off my deck when I do not know how to land.
Oh,
We had a sewer pipe in our woods, like a big old sewer pipe that like and we made torches and tried to
Yeah.
climb through the sewer pipe.
Totally, yeah.
And that was a really bad idea because we got like, I don't know, 100 feet in or something, and then we couldn't breathe anymore because the smoke from the dumb torches we made out
oh
of
my
plants
God.
was like filling us out. So we got out, we're all just covered in soot. And black. And also we got to like a drop in it where it's just like,
Oh.
well, I guess this turns into a T. Well, let's not go in the sewer pipe. Also, we can't breathe. Also, this thing is like
Right.
smoke is just pouring out of it.
Wow.
That's-
Okay.
That was real dumb.
I remember hanging out in the woods a lot though. We had woods
Yeah.
near behind my mom's house.
I will say I don't know if this is dangerous. It was super fun. I would probably get mad if I saw my kids doing it, but there was a reservoir, like kind of near where the sewer pipe was, but like a reservoir with water that wasn't like super deep, but just deep enough. Like kind of where you could like ride a bike through it, but it would be up to like the handlebars almost. But you can like jump in it. So we hung a rope from a tree, and then we'd ride our bikes off the thing, and then jump for the rope as
Oh,
Oh my
man.
and then
god.
try and swing. And
That
was
sounds so
like-
fun
It
though.
was like
Yeah.
pretty
I like
awesome.
want to do that now.
So we just had like a bad like BMX bike that we just used and
Right.
like just ride it off the thing and then like try and grab it. But if you landed on the bike, it would be real bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Shit. Fuck.
I remember my friend and I. She like.
You got it.
Nah, this one's the one that gets me.
So you're gonna try and take care of him.
I just want to be done.
Time?
Yeah, because it makes more sense to just try and get him out of the way and then deal with the easy
choo-choo
ones.
guy. Did you get a lot of the hard dudes already?
I think I did the other hard dudes already.
That's good.
Abby, what's your favorite comic series? What would you recommend to people?
Well, I guess probably Sex Criminals, which is by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. It's a really good one. Yeah, that's probably my favorite and probably the one I would also recommend to people.
What's it called? Sex Criminals?
Yeah.
Sex Criminals, yeah. It's really good.
Stop hitting me.
I know a lot of people really like that, like 100 Bullets.
Oh, yeah. I haven't read it.
I read I think halfway through the series and I kind of fell off on it. I don't know if it's like a product of its time or...
It was definitely one of those graphic novels that like everyone told me I needed to read, and I read it and I was like, okay, yeah, that was fine.
Yeah.
Did you make it through like all of them?
I made it through like the first collection.
Okay.
I don't think I went any deeper than that.
Dan, do you have any like graphic novels or comics that you really like?
I think I can.
It's all Batman stuff.
Okay.
And probably pretty obvious stuff. I'm no expert on Batman. I just really like those stories. Mad, Cracked. Subscribed to those for years and years.
What's your favorite mad gag?
They did some that skewered the pro wrestling industry in the late 90s.
Okay. Really took them for...
They had some good issues around like the release of Batman Forever.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a lot to mock about the Jerry Springer
show. Around
Mad?
During Batman Forever?
Mad?
Mad's still around.
Mad? Wait, are you saying that's too late or too early?
Too late.
I think they're still...
Oh, really?
I think they're still making issues, yeah.
Okay.
They were, because I subscribed all through the 90s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was in the probably late 80s walking into 7-Eleven folding covers in half.
Yeah. No, it went all through the 90s
Okay.
for sure. Yeah, at least into the early 2000s. I think they're still making it, though.
Oh, you like blew through that, dude.
Yeah.
Abby, have you tried like Comixology at all?
A little bit.
You like it?
I'd rather have a physical trade.
You would?
I like getting single issues for certain books. I'd rather have a physical trade. Yeah, because I feel like I don't love buying digital stuff.
Do you like sell them or give them away?
No, I just like having the book on my shelf.
Oh, it takes up so much space.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get trades for the books that I want to keep and read again and again. You know.
I was really against it at first, but then I kind of got into it.
Comixology?
Yeah, like I think I'm like too into the ecosystem now. Especially when like Amazon had that like sale on like all those trades.
I do like. I mean, I like
$2.99.
Right. I like digital comics for like single issues. But if I want like the full book, I want a trade that I can like put on my shelf and read later.
I don't know if these count as comics, but the like big Farside collections, Calvin Hobbes collections and everything. But like Farside, I was obsessed with.
You know what? I don't want to die. I'm just going to use the last E-tank. I want to be done with this. So let's just keep it going. I only got one more after this, so I might as well just finish it, right?
Yeah. They're done.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then there's the.
I wonder if you would have made it.
I might have, but I don't.
And you got the Mega Tank.
Yeah, and I don't regret the choice, honestly.
Was Garfield ever funny? I remember liking it a lot as a kid.
I liked it as a kid.
I like.
Okay, I haven't looked at any
read
Garfield
it
in a long
since,
time.
but I liked it.
I think Garfield was funny. Odie's okay. Nermal was.
Oh yeah.
No normal. No.
Well, Garfield hated Nermal, so like I think he was just.
He was written bad.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it in so long, but I remember thinking it was really
Garfield
funny.
have a girlfriend?
I think there was a lady cat for a little bit.
I only remember the lady
Was it a
veterinarian that
girlfriend,
John was obsessed
Yeah.
with.
Oh yeah, and John kept blowing it with her, right?
Yeah, no, John was an
Classic
idiot.
John.
So John.
All right.
I think Calvin and Hobbes
Nice.
held
To
up
fight
really
the
well.
like imposter robots.
There's a couple of different Wily bosses, I believe, but that's it.
Do we hard save here?
I mean, do you think I should?
I mean, you could just in case, right? And then you'd always just continue anyway.
I mean, let's see what the chat thinks. Do they think I should? Because I remember thinking that's what I did before I save scummed past the
Last time?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it up to. I'm gonna vote for a yes.
Okay.
You've done it.
I did beat the round of bosses, but the stage doesn't end until I beat this one wily boss. Now this one is not, I don't think, as hard as the ones that come after. Okay, but
I don't know if I want to watch you beat all those bosses all day.
What happens when you get this last boss? Do we move on?
There's one last stage after this, but it's just like the final boss fight.
Okay.
Okay, I can make a poll, but
we're saying save it. Yeah, save it. Yes, save. Everybody's saying save.
I think we got a lot of saves.
All right, save it is.
Dan, were you a Calvin and Hobbes kid?
Oh yeah, loved it.
I was thinking about getting that for my son.
I want to get one of those giant like anthology books. Yeah, they're huge, but I really like it. I'm sure it's held up pretty well. And, like the stuff it focuses on is pretty timeless, right? Like, does your kid like make snowmen and do all that stuff?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like he's talking about like the Genesis.
Yeah.
Look, it's Wily. Just beat him and you're done.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely not going to turn into something else.
You guys have Slylock Fox in your local newspaper? He was a Detective Fox, and it'd be a fun logic puzzle every time. It was in the funny section.
That's fun.
It'd be like hidden things, and you had to solve a mystery in like one panel. It was great.
I feel like Family Circus is the only one I remember from that section.
Really?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Not like Doonesbury or
like what's that, Kathy?
Oh yeah, Kathy.
Mondays.
Yep. I constantly confuse to this day Doonesbury and Marmaduke. I know one was always confusing and about politics, and one was about a dog, and I never know which one was which. And they were always right next to each other in the Kansas City Star.
Well, you saved it.
I did.
Which one's the confusing politics one?
Doonesbury.
Okay, I guess Marmaduke sounds like a dog name.
Yeah, so. Marmaduke is dope. And they made a movie of Marmaduke.
They did?
I'm pretty sure
I think so.
Like a CG movie?
I think
they did make a CG Marmaduke movie. I know because I reviewed it.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say Doonesbury and Outland. Is that the one with the penguin?
I never heard of Outland.
Somebody in the chat will know.
I know the one you're talking about. I don't think that's what it was called.
Outsville? There was one with the penguin. It was like kind of like another like political comic.
Yes, it was a very weird comic.
I don't think we got that one.
It wasn't called Outland. It was something like that. Oh, was that Non Sequitur?
I like Non Sequitur. That was always a one-panel one. That was kind of Farsighty. I like Non Sequitur.
All right.
Doonesbury. It was Who was Bush 1's vice president?
Quayle?
Yeah,
Quayle?
I think Quayle was the floating feather in Doonesbury.
Oh, I don't know. I was like 9
Bloom
when
County
I had
Outland.
no idea.
Yeah, Bloom County was the one with the penguin.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I remember Bloom County. I like Bloom County.
Good old
like
news day. Long Island.
Like Foxtrot?
Okay, I think that might have been a little bit past my time.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad I'll never be like a physical paper person. Like I remember my mom always getting them.
I remember whenever I go visit my grandparents, they always had like the full color, Sunday comics and stuff. My parents never subscribed to like, the Times or anything like that.
Yeah, New York Times doesn't have comics.
They don't?
Nope.
I feel like I'm missing out on like a American tradition.
Yeah.
Reading the comics on Sunday morning?
Or just like having like a paper every week,
I get the paper on the weekend.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you read it? Do you like sit down and read it in like a big
For as
chair?
long as I can. No. I try to read it like with breakfast if I can.
That's cool.
Yeah, but like I have kids, so it's usually like, okay, make it halfway through this like story.
I feel like I should do that.
For me, it was Garfield, it was Doonesbury, it was The Far Side, it was Bloom County, and then once I started doing drugs as a teenager, it was Zippy the Pinhead.
What was the one with the two old people? It was like an old couple, and they were like just like complaining about the kids.
Kathy.
No, they were like really
Andy Capp?
No, it was like old.
Beetle Bailey?
That sounds familiar. I don't know the name of
Pickles or something. Had like maybe a cat named Pickles.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
There was also, I think, was it the Boondocks? Or
yeah, Boondocks.
I think that started, and I like that.
I'm gonna die here because these things suck.
Do you have an E-Tank?
Fuzzy Pickles?
No.
Wait, that's like. Far Side. Yeah, Ziggy was done. Somebody else put Pickles in here. Maybe it was Pickles.
Was Boondocks?
Boondocks was the different comic.
used to write letters to Gary Larson because, like, in the Far Side books, it said it was in Kansas City, and I just assumed that was like the address of Gary Larson, and like it was probably just the publishing company or something. And so yeah, trying to get his autograph.
Yep, fuck off.
Were you like a big autograph kid?
Oh my God, yes. I subscribed to Entertainment Weekly, and I bought books. You can go to like Barnes and Noble and get books of like, here are the addresses for every celebrity, and like I don't know if it's like a fan mail address or whatever.
Right.
But I would cut out Entertainment Weekly photos and send them in to celebrities.
You would cut out like magazine pictures
constantly, and some of them they would actually sign the thing I sent in, and sometimes they would send me like a thing that they sent out to everyone pretty much, like the "Spank you very much" one from Jim Carrey, or like the Schwarzenegger Terminator card with him on a bike. But some of them I cut out a bunch of face-off pictures and sent them to Cage and Travolta, and they sent them back. And I found my Travolta one, and we have it framed. I think it's on Bianca's desk at work.
That's great.
And then the Cage one says 2 damn best wishes, and I can't find that one. I can't find any of the old autographs. I got Conan's.
I feel like for me, like in high school mostly, I got really into like getting records and having like the band sign after. But that was less because I wanted an autograph and more I wanted an excuse to like meet them.
Right. Before well, I don't know. Did you have phones at this time? Like pictures and stuff?
Yeah, not like great ones, but yeah. But like, I don't know. Like pictures were definitely cool too. But like, it was more the like, look at my record. Like I met them, I signed them.
Oh yeah,
like, I don't know.
I used to do that with like stand-up shows.
It's going to be a little tricky, but
check out Fast as First, guys.
So there's 2 waves to this. I just need to watch which attack they start with and also not go into it. Like super down on health would probably be good too. All right, that's a good start.
Yeah, I would always, how comedians will sell their CDs usually after the show. I'd always buy it and they'd autograph like Lewis Black. Or,
like that's cool because it's like you meet them. I don't understand the point of just wanting just an autograph.
Right. Like I took my DVD copy of Pootie Tang the first time I saw Louis C.K. in like 06 or 07. I had him sign Pootie Tang, so that's one of the only DVDs I still own.
I genuinely love Pootie Tang, despite the fact that it is the way it is.
I tried to watch it less than a year ago. It's weirder than I remember.
It is a weird fucking movie. That is absolutely correct. But
I loved it when it came out.
It is a fairly senseless thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Alex, I think if you make it up to this boss with a lot of health, you should save it.
I'm fine with that.
Because like the getting up to this guy through those things
it's
seems
just
like
tedious
unless you find a good rhythm with these walker things.
Yeah.
Which I think you will. I mean, you just gotta like keep your. Have you killed him?
Have I killed any of these?
Yeah. Like how many hits do they actually take?
It takes 2 full charged hits to kill them.
So you just kind of like back up.
Yeah. It's just about timing it.
And then getting way back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you can do it.
It's also just I haven't quite gotten the rhythm yet on this tank.
Yeah.
The second stage is a little less tricky. It just takes longer. And so, yeah, like basically what it's doing is it's trying to suck me in when it's doing that vacuum cleaner thing, and then I just have to not get sucked in. Shit. Yeah, anytime I try to move while it's doing that, and then it fires these missiles, which are a pain in the ass.
Jeez.
Look at those shines. Popped on the head. Abby, did you have like magazine subscriptions when you were a kid?
I had Nickelodeon magazine.
You did?
I love that magazine. I think I also had the American Girl magazine. The Nick mags, I don't know, they always have like really funny stuff. I remember once they had like 3D glasses you wore for that issue. It was just fun. They're just fun magazines.
They have like a recurring comic in those?
I don't really remember super well.
What was American Girl? Wait, like
it
American
was like the
Girl,
doll.
Like doll?
Yeah, but it was the magazine was like
full health.
Yeah. Nah, you got this, dude. That part's easy.
But I think the magazine was just like stories about local girls kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know. It was a nice magazine. I remember they would have like regular girls on the cover, like not models. And I like to my dad, I always be like, "Can I send him my picture so I can be on the cover?" And I don't think he really knew what it was. He was like, "Don't do that. Don't send your picture out."
Good for your dad. I remember the American Girl stuff because like my nieces were like one of them, and I was like, "Whoa, this is like $400 doll bed."
Oh, they're
like,
expensive. I know. I only got the dolls very late. I think I had one.
And then, like,
but I had friends who had like all of them, and I'm like, yo, how?
Like my dad would be like, I'll make that doll bed for like I'll go to Home Depot. We can make that for like $5. Let's go do it. And like we just start making
Yeah.
furniture and stuff.
That's cool though.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have a lot of health, and I don't think I have any E tanks, so I might just hit that M tank. I have all my weapons though.
Oh, my.
Do it for the health.
I don't know if I want to waste it.
Well, why not? Is there more?
Well, I have one more life, so I can potentially start back over. I mean, granted, I'd have to do the whole boss fight again, but like I got through that one pretty okay.
You did all right. Yeah.
I don't think I want to use the tank yet.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a weapon of choice here?
There's nothing that is.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Well, there it is. All right.
The choice was made for you, Alex.
Yeah, I think that's probably made the right decision. I knew it would start the whole thing over again.
Dan, were you a Cub Scout, Boy Scout, Weeblo?
Yeah, I got to Weeblo. I did all the stuff leading up to Weeblo.
Did you have the Boy Scout magazine?
I think I got that, and like Ranger Rick was kind of the same type of thing, right? Like
Yeah, I think that's
young
similar.
boys doing stuff with
I don't know if
nature
I
or
ever had
whatever.
Ranger Rick.
Yeah, I had like raccoons and stuff on the cover. Yeah, but I did the Boy Scout stuff. I can't for the life of me remember a single thing I did as that.
Really?
I had put on a doofy uniform and go to camp a couple times, and I hated that because there were ticks and stuff.
Yeah.
My dad was an Eagle Scout, so I feel like I know some stuff about Boy Scouts.
I think Eagle Scouts are where like you're actually doing real things and learning skills. Like I think Boy Scouts and Eagle Scouts is when real stuff happens. I think like Weebelows and Cub Scouts.
I think I would agree with that.
What is the other stuff?
It's like before. It's like
little kids.
when you're little, you start as like a Cub
Oh,
Scout,
that's, like,
and then
really
you graduate to
little? Oh, I
Weebelo,
see,
and
I
then
see.
yeah.
It's like more of a social club, and I feel like
just like socialize these boys.
Yeah.
like hang out with your friends and like.
Right.
Try to
Make-
go
make
door to door
birdhouses.
selling trash bags and stuff to
Yeah.
try to earn
It
points
was like
to
popcorn or
I
something.
feel like Eagle
Yeah, we
Scouts
did
did a
that
lot
too.
more community service and like
Oh.
real camping and stuff like that.
No,
This
I
is the
never
last
did that.
stage, so I feel like we're gonna get through it.
Totally, you're gonna do it.
And let's just pull it out.
Were you a Girl Scout?
Nope.
No. Boy Scout?
Nope.
Nope.
I think I wanted to be a
brownies?
Boy Scout. Seemed cool. You get like an axe and stuff.
I thought I read a thing that like the Girl Scouts were getting mad because Boy Scouts were recruiting more girls.
Oh, really?
And
I
they were
didn't think you could.
Like just because you guys suck doesn't mean you have to take all the girls.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
Brownies was like the Cub Scouts of Girl Scouts, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think below that was like cupcakes or something.
Oh, I think I heard that.
That sounds about right. Aren't they kind of religious institutions too?
Are they?
Boy Scouts is
Oh wow.
fairly Christian, but I think that's kind of gone by the wayside.
Not entirely.
You remember the like motto, Dan, or like do your best, promise to do your best, do your duty.
I don't think I paid attention to anything we were supposed to do.
Those missiles are the things that are getting me every time.
Oof.
Yeah, that also jumping into the ball.
Like every like after school activity I was ever forced to do, whether it was a sport or Boy Scout or Cub Scouts or whatever, I just ignored everything all the time and just wanted to get home and play video games. Like I was only thinking about video games. I was thinking of whatever bullshit excuse I could to like stay home and play Mortal Kombat or something.
Their whole life,
Oh yeah,
video games are ruining our nation.
and wrestling.
What did I do? I did drama club for a while in school. I did a few
Drama
different.
club. Did you do like plays and stuff?
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't expect you to be a drama kid.
I wasn't that good at it. It was more fun than most of the other extracurricular stuff, so I just gave it a shot for a couple of years.
I did some after school thing where it's like 8th grade and there's some space shuttle up there, you know where space is, and
I'm familiar.
and I can't remember if it was through the internet or how we were communicating, but like it was this Project Earth thing or whatever where people would get together and you'd find ways to communicate with the astronauts and try to get like satellite imagery
That's so
or something.
cool.
But all I did was like you had to pick roles, and they had the video camera guy,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, I've wanted access to a video camera forever because I want to make stupid little sketches and stuff. And so I didn't do a single fucking thing that had to do with space. I was just pulling people away from their work. And be like, all right, act like you're puking, and film this. Like, let's see if I can do a special effect and make it look like you disappeared. And
Was it like a camcorder? Like
yeah, it was like a little camcorder, and I did like whole skits, like from the perspective of
Really?
a bee, where it'd be flying around annoying people while they're trying to work, and yeah, I don't think they liked me there.
Oh no. I remember growing up, my dad gave my sister and I these cameras. I remember they were like kind of shaped like a gun in a weird way. Like,
Oh sure, yeah, with like a round, big
Yep.
round thing.
Yeah.
With the flip out screen.
I don't think so. I didn't
Oh.
have a separate screen on it. It was
Okay.
like
Like
it
a
was like
radar
sort of
detector?
before it was like before webcams. So it was like
Did
this
it have a
camera that
bell
you hook
pack?
up to the computer, and then it had like this app, and you could do like movie making stuff. It was for kids. It was so cool. I wish I remember what it was called.
It had to be plugged
I
into the
loved
computer,
it.
though?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like, I don't know. It was like I don't know, like webcam type stuff.
Sure.
So it was like before that.
And it recorded to the computer?
Right. It was like you could do handheld stuff and then like plug it in and then it would like upload it.
That's
But
neat.
It was really cool. It had all this weird editing software. I wish I had the old tapes of it. I think they're all lost.
So Dan, you made it to Weeblo?
Weeblo, yeah.
No Boy Scout, not even Tenderfoot?
I don't think so. Like, I only did stuff until I wasn't forced to anymore.
Oh.
Like, I only did this stuff, like played basketball or whatever with my parents, and they realized pretty
Oh.
quick that like I sucked at all sports. So then I just didn't have to do
Yeah, I
anything.
did basketball for like 3 years as like a younger kid, but not like in junior high or high school.
I kind of
Hated
wish
it.
I had made it through Boy Scouts. I jumped out. I had a
Yeah.
couple of friends who did it.
I washed out of basketball
Well-
because I could play defense, but I could not shoot, and I still can't.
Same here. Yeah, I could get steals and stuff, but I could never make even like free throws.
Vinny, what was
Yeah.
your like last rank in Boy Scouts? I'm surprised
I
you
think,
seem
Boy
like
Scout-
the
I think it
kind
was
of.
like Tenderfoot.
Is that?
That's like first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I only know Eagle Scouts because my dad, but I don't know what's before it.
My
They're
little
like
brother's
7
an Eagle
ranks,
Scout.
right? Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
he,
that's
he
cool.
graduated, did the whole flag
Yeah.
thing. It has the wooden case for it. and-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have my dad's like Eagle Scout photos and I love them. They're like printed on this like fake like driftwood. It's the best.
I hate those missiles so much. I can't figure out how to dodge them yet.
Oh, I think like I haven't seen any Boy Scout things in my neighborhood. I wonder if there's a chapter or something nearby.
Yeah.
The local, I gotta call some den fathers, den mothers.
Is that what they're called?
I think so. Like that host like the Tiger Cubs and the Weeblos.
Since you've had kids, have you made friends just because they have kids?
Oh sure, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
really?
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
I mean, you spend a lot of time at like kids' birthday parties.
Oh, that's
They're
interesting.
like, hey, what do you do? Hey, I do this. Hey, okay, you want to play date and all this stuff?
right.
Do the parents
Definitely.
go to other kids' birthday
yeah.
parties? Really?
Yeah, I mean,
that
you
would be
have
like the
to.
cruelest thing in the world if you just dropped your
Right.
kids off with like another set of parents and they're like,
When
hey,
they're that
take your
little, you need other parents to watch. If
Yeah.
they're like,
Like babies, I understand, but like when I was a little kid, I never remember other parents being at birthday parties.
They're
There's always just
probably
a
in
ton
the-
of kids and
probably
like two
mingling
parents.
in the background.
Oh yeah. Huh. Weird.
I couldn't imagine somebody if we threw a party and all the parents just took off. I think I'd be like, are you kidding?
I mean, there are pictures of like my birthday party when I was like fucking 6 or 7, and it's just like my parents hired a magician to do some stuff, and it's just like 40 kids sitting in a room,
40,
and there's like
dang.
my mom and stepdad are there or something.
Because
but-
everybody else is out in the other room drinking. I mean,
Huh.
maybe. I like listen. There are probably like things where like if you're at like went to a roller skating rink. And,
yeah.
we're talking like 3, 4, or 5 years old. So like,
Okay, so super young.
yeah.
Okay.
oh,
Yeah, I don't like my chances there.
And burn that M tank.
No.
what
Okay.
if you get
'Cause
rid
I
of
haven't
that
figured-
first dude and then burn the empty?
I haven't figured out how to hit him yet, and until I know like what the rhythm of that is, I don't want to
Right.
waste the tank.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for that.
I remember I had a birthday party once, and I was probably like a little older. I think I was probably turning 10 or something, and it was a sleepover. It was like me and like 4 or 5 other girls, or probably more like 5 or 6 other girls, and we still had Halloween candy out. So we just had like bowls of candy just like out, and me and my sister were used to it. So like we would have 1 or 2 here and there, but like all the other kids weren't used to just having candy out. So I remember I like fell asleep and everyone was all jacked up on candy, and my mom had to come out and like tell them to stop like jumping off the couch
Oh,
in the
really?
middle of the night. Yeah. I was like asleep, but I was told later
By like your friends.
by my
Like
mom.
your mom?
She was like
Oh.
came out and she was like, "Yeah, you were like dead asleep," and everyone was like going nuts.
I would always like with my friends, if we're having like a sleepover thing or whatever, go to Blockbuster, find some like PlayStation game or 64 game we'd never played, rent it, and then buy like fucking 10 pounds of candy
Oh.
and snacks and chips and stuff, and just be
Yeah.
up till 8, and we're just non-stop eating this and drinking
On a
soda and
weekend
stuff.
or
Yeah, not during the week.
Oh.
It was great.
I remember definitely going to like Blockbusters and like getting like sleepover movies.
Yeah.
But it would just be like one candy each, and then we'd be pretty satisfied.
Oh man, fuck this.
We had a think as a parent now. I think back on this. When I was a kid, I was like, this is kind of weird, but thinking back on it now, we'd hang out in my friend's backyard like when we were younger, like probably like 16 or 17, and like, dude, we just hang out in the backyard, make a lot of noise, like on the weekend, late at night, like 11 or 12 at night, goofing off, and like we do stuff we weren't supposed to do back there. I won't get into details, but like obviously their parents knew probably what we were doing, and I was always kind of like thought, no, we're getting one over on them, like they're not, but like they obviously would know, because if it ever got too loud, they'd be like, all right, keep it down out there.
Right.
How old?
Like 16, maybe 15 or 16.
I feel like isn't that the point of being a
disappear.
parent is like letting your kid think they're being rebellious so they don't actually do anything that bad?
And like now I think like that's probably a lot better to have you like under like not roaming around doing something, like a kind of safe spot if you're going to do that stuff anyway, instead of like us going to the woods and doing it or like doing it somewhere else. Like okay, like
it's
put them in the back. Yeah,
like
it's
we
controlled.
can kind of keep an eye on it.
Right, if something happens, like we're here. I don't wonder like if my kid did that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got a kick out of listening to our awesome conversation, our super cool, awesome conversations. Really funny.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay.
Man, this is not the run.
I think you got in your head this time.
Sorry.
Those missiles are terrible.
Yeah, so I gotta duck under those, I think is the thing. It's just doing the slide over and over again is tough. For me, anyway.
I remember when we were back there in that backyard once. We brought a friend from like a roller rink or something. And we might have been drinking or something like that, and just like he was so loud. It might have been something else. I don't know. But he was every laugh, and he was so loud, and we had to like get him out of there. It was just like, you're gonna blow this whole thing.
I hate it when you have that friend that's doing that.
Like,
sucks.
I like him a lot, but just like your laugh is like too much.
Yep. Man, I never did anything rebellious ever.
I used to sneak out all the time. Fair amount of weed.
I didn't drink.
Drank a lot.
Didn't drink, didn't smoke weed, just like watched wrestling and played Soul Calibur with my friends in high school.
I think we would have all thought you were a narc.
Oh, yeah. I remember one time in 6th grade, I was walking around the neighborhood with my friend Jeff, and this guy...
Super arrows?
On that boss, huh? All right.
This kid rode up on his bike. He was a year older. He was a 7th grader, and he had a joint. And I was convinced there was blue smoke coming out of it. And he rode up and was like, hey, you guys want to hit? And I was like, oh no, I was freaked out. I was so scared. And so I ran home and I told my mom, like, Mom, there was a guy, Daryl from the neighborhood, was smoking marijuana. I saw the blue smoke. And she was like, wait, man, there's no blue smoke. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it was blue. It was blue smoke. And I was like, Mom, we got to call the cops right now. And she was like, we don't. He's just a dumb teenager. He's like, Mom, that's illegal. Like, let's call 911 right now. Like, I was adamant that we had to call the cops, and I was blown away that my mom didn't want to like put this kid in jail right away.
Just go and then slam your Weeblo badge on the table. Listen. Here's my badge and my trash bag receipt.
Okay, yeah, this totally works.
If somebody was doing something illegal, it's like it was your duty to like you have to inform the cops so the justice happens.
This is what DARE did to kids.
I went to DARE camp.
This is what DARE does to children.
I
want
DARE.
I want to emphasize that DARE was a fucking unholy disaster.
Yeah, he was trying to keep kids off drugs. It's a noble cause.
I've heard a lot of like weird DARE stories, like where that money got siphoned to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved DARE. That was like one of the only like subjects or whatever I liked.
Okay, so we know the arrows work on that boss. That's good. That should at least get me through that part a little faster. I still haven't quite figured out what to do with the second stage. Oh, for fuck you. Fuck you.
That's pretty sure. I think teenage years are some of the toughest.
Oh yeah.
Like making it through that ringer.
Yes.
Is like having been, maybe 20 plus years on the other side of it. Probably the most stressful and toughest.
I'd say,
like, touch and go, like, going to shape the rest of your life, kind of.
I'd say from, like, 1st grade to 11th grade was the worst for me, for sure. But, like, once I got, like, adult or whatever, it was all.
I know what to do
better,
there,
but
so that's something.
I would say from, like, 12 to, like, 17 are some of, like, just the roughest years.
Yeah, that's kind of the prime. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like, just, like, nobody can, like, give you good advice.
No.
Like, you're just kind of hope you get a good set of friends.
And then your friends have any life
all
experience.
Yeah, everything's all
Yeah.
weird. Like, you can make some real bad mistakes.
I thought even, like, elementary school, like, there was just crazy rampant bullying. Like, I went to this Catholic school, and it was just nonstop bullying. But, I mean, it gets worse in junior high and stuff, but...
Yeah, I feel like that stuff even becomes, like, a lot more... I mean, I think you can really get bad bullying and bad experience, but even, like, I feel it becomes more vicious and mental.
Once, like, kids are
Yeah.
hitting puberty and stuff, and guys are trying to be tough, and that's when they want to start, like, punching more and stuff like that.
I think even, like, the physical stuff is bad, but I think the mental stuff is
Right.
the worst. Like, where, like, people start telling other friends things that you do.
Yeah.
And like shutting other friends out. I
Yeah.
feel like
And it seems even worse now than ever. Like,
Oh, I'm sure. With
Just
like,
social
fucking
media and
Snapchat and
stuff.
everything. Yeah.
I'm not going to save the arrow for the next one because that was a bad start.
My sister works as a substitute teacher, and she's like 24. And I asked her, like, okay, what's something that you at 24, when you see high school students, just cannot understand or wrap your head around? It's like, I'm too old for this. And she said, like, nowadays, like, kids don't even ask for each other's numbers. Like, if a guy's hitting on a girl or whatever, it's not like, hey, what's your number? It's, hey, what's your Snapchat? Like, that is the way they communicate. Like, everything is
Makes
done
sense.
through Snapchat.
Of course, yeah,
Like, no
makes
one ever asks for a number.
I feel like a lot of them wouldn't even know their number.
Yeah,
I
probably.
know my phone number and basically no one else's. I know my mom's number.
yeah, but I bet you know your own number.
Sincerely, fuck this.
Like,
Fuck that
I bet
thing.
it's also a thing once they have Snapchat and are like chatting on there for a while. It might be a thing of like, okay, now give me your number.
Or also, like, maybe I am way out of touch, but like nobody calls anybody.
No.
I guess and nobody texts anybody, right? It's all. it's
Oh
all
no, I
like,
text
people
people
text.
every day.
Yeah, but you text, but you're using like probably like iMessage or something that's not SMS, right? Like it's not going. It's not going
Sometimes
over.
if it's not to an iPhone, it's not iMessage.
Oh, so you are using just regular text?
And
You're
I
not
don't-
using like WhatsApp or Yammer or
no,
Snapchat?
I use my just like texting app.
Okay.
I mean, it's
To somebody's
technically
phone
still
number?
iMessage, but it's through my phone number.
And
It's
through-
like, but that's
okay.
just because it's on the Wi-Fi. But
Well,
it's
you're old.
Thank you.
And if you don't have a Mac, you can't do that. Like, all my texts
Right.
are through the
Yeah, but
phone.
I use other applications that don't use SMS, like WhatsApp or
WhatsApp can send text messages from your phone
It's
to
data,
other-
yeah. It's not texting per se.
Oh, but you're still doing it on your phone.
Each person has to have an account, like with WhatsApp.
Right.
Right. I don't like anything that I have to have a separate account for. Like,
Oh, then
I
you're
don't like
not
Slack.
a millennial. Then you have to- once you put your card down. I don't like services, and I don't like things I have to sign up for.
I don't like giving my information to anything.
I don't. No, boy. Yay!
I just want to figure out the best way to kill this dude. I'm not sure what that
That's
is yet.
I feel like I'm like clipping you in here. We're like stuck on each other.
To watch your fingers, don't get like your fingers snapped off. Instagram has like chatting now, doesn't
I mean,
it?
every app has like direct messaging, but
Okay.
I don't talk to people through those, except for the Facebook Messenger is the only one I use.
Man, your time has come and gone. Wow, it's so quick, isn't it?
I would greatly appreciate it if the chat had a suggestion on how to deal with that last stage
Okay.
that doesn't involve beat, because that I don't have it. So whatever they think the best way to go about it is, I'm open to it.
Let's see. I'll wait for the whatchamacallit, the catch up chapter.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a minute anyway.
Mega Buster or beat.
All right.
Everything else does 1 damage or nothing.
All right. That's it. Like, if I can get his health down a little bit, I'd be okay using the other thing.
Get up, kid. Tell Alex that Wiley never appears in the bottom middle of the screen, so that's a safe zone.
Okay, good to know.
Nice.
All right. Let's see if we can bear that theory out. Okay. Got to remember to jump whenever he appears, because that thing will shoot out. Okay.
Someone mentioned earlier G hold for the second phase. Not sure how effective. I've seen a couple of those. People will be like, we're not sure if this will.
Yeah, I imagine that'll probably be like a one tick thing. Off. All right, I'll take that. The sad part is if I had beat, this would be a criminally easy fight, I think. But
well, we'll know for the next time we play through it. We got to collect all
that
the
definitely
letters.
happens again.
What is the play for those missiles?
What?
Like, what do you got to do for those?
Jump over them, I think.
Yeah, I don't think.
I basically try to slide under the first one and then jump under the other ones.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, those arrows really do tear through that thing, which is good to know.
Oh no, he doesn't follow the same pattern.
Right. Okay, get a little distance wherever he shows up. Okay, I meant to jump and I slid.
Yes.
All right. So move back to the middle each time. Okay, and hit him there. Like if I can just take a little damage off him, I'll feel better.
Do you want to tank him?
Not yet. I want to get into a consistent rhythm, and then I feel like
you're starting to find it. Maybe the next one.
Yeah.
You think you just have to come into this with a little more health?
This seems pretty predictable, though.
It is.
Yeah, it's just that he's not getting low enough for Alex.
Yeah,
to hit him.
sometimes he will though.
Can you hit him with the gyro thing?
Okay.
Oh.
It only does one tick.
Euro?
Oh, okay.
But okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think
that seems good.
That was a good tip.
That was the right tip.
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep doing that, probably.
Oh.
Did you ever do anything in high school or elementary school that you really regret?
I don't really have regrets.
Really?
Everything
How
went
the hell do
fine.
you live like that?
I guess I kind
How
of
does
don't.
anyone live
just
without regret? That seems impossible.
I feel like I
feel
don't
like it
have
only
a ton
works
of
if you-
regret.
If you don't feel like you did
Either.
anything wrong.
I think that I don't think I did anything wrong. I just think I had dumb mindsets that I'm glad I got over. I was stubborn and stuff, like I was much more of a pain in the ass back then. High school, college.
Like you never
was-
teased anybody that you were like, that was me when I was a kid.
I was always getting bullied
yeah.
constantly. Like
You were? Not
oh.
teasing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was bullied nonstop for all of school, pretty much.
Really?
Oh yeah.
About
Yeah.
what?
Everything. Like I was just always different than the other kids. Like in Catholic school, we were the one kind
Okay,
of like non-religious family.
I feel all right.
And then like in every group I was in, like gifted class and stuff, I was the one that didn't give a shit about academics or anything. Every group I just didn't really fit in, and I was just really weird. I was like super obsessed with games and wrestling in classrooms that were not into that stuff at all.
Right.
I'd have like a kid or two in the neighborhood that had a Super Nintendo and we'd hang out, but yeah, I wasn't really social at all. Just super obsessed with the stuff I was into. Yeah, I never really teased anyone.
Yeah, despite my leanings toward like music scenes and bands and all that shit, I was a huge fucking nerd. Like I got bullied relentlessly.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like about what?
Oh, just everything. I was awkward. I was I had anxiety and I didn't know it, so
Same
I
here.
just seemed like super fucking jittery and weird to people.
Yep.
And it didn't go over super well with kids who were just sort of like looking for people to pick on.
Were you bullied out, Abby?
Not as badly as it sounds like they were. But I also I wasn't super social in high school. I like moved my sophomore year to a new school.
Oh, that's
So I just, instead of like actually trying to talk to people, I was just like, I'm just not going to talk to anybody. so I didn't really have the opportunity to. But I mean, I had like an older sister, so I had like sibling bullying. But
yeah,
the worst kind.
I guess, maybe I do regret. I was kind of a dickhead. I was trying to think if I have teased or bullied anyone, and like the rare occasion,
like everyone probably has.
Yeah, like the rare occasion I saw someone that I felt was like someone that like was more like an easy target, wouldn't beat me up or something, you know? Like I've said before about like Final Fantasy kids and
I bet you
stuff.
could've gotten
I
it.
used to make fun of Final Fantasy kids because I thought that was for nerds. Like, no, you got to be playing like Mortal Kombat and Metal Gear instead of like fucking Final Fantasy JRPG shit. Like I would be a total dickhead to kids if they liked Final Fantasy. Oh, you're stupid game with fairies and wizards and magic and stuff. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anyone who is bullied, like at the very least, has the capacity to bully themselves, because when you are tormented, you inevitably want someone else to sort of feel the shit that you are feeling.
Yeah.
And you know, I definitely, there were some kids that I was pretty mean to, that I was definitely just lashing out like an asshole.
I feel like I tried not to be, but I think I probably sacrificed people for my standing. Like, of like,
yeah, totally.
Of like, oh, well, let's not bring this person then. Like,
right.
you guys don't want to bring this person.
Absolutely.
Like, okay, well, not. And like, don't bring your friend, whatever.
Okay.
Like,
right.
Okay. Like
right.
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
they're not really my friend. Like, they're
we don't have to bring. Hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna go home. You should go home and then like go do something else.
That can
really
be
shitty.
That can be devastating, because in 6th grade I had this friend named Nate, and he would hang out like this whole summer. We played PlayStation all the time, playing Twisted Metal and stuff. And then we go to 7th grade and we're sitting at the lunch table.
I just wasn't prepared on that one.
Somebody asked Nate, like, why do you hang out with this dork? Why do you go over to Dan's house? He's like, oh, I don't know, he's got a PlayStation. Like, oh man.
I never did that.
That's There was a kid at my bus stop that I would always dork out about movies while we were waiting for the bus. I saw The Lost World, and I wouldn't shut up about The Lost World. And just talking, oh my god, it's so great, it's so great. And I was walking behind him later that day. Like, we weren't friends, but we always talked at the bus stop. I was walking behind him, and I heard him talking to another of his friends. Like, yeah, I got this little, like, the 7th grade dork that waits at the bus stop. I think he was in 8th grade. Like, he's just the biggest nerd. This morning, he was like, The Last World is the best movie ever. And I was like, oh. He didn't know I was right behind him.
Punch his seat?
I kicked his ass. Yeah.
Just bang on the back of his seat on the bus.
No, never been in a fight.
Never been in any fight?
Oh, no.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was a bouncer. He used to be vicious.
He was a bouncer in high school?
No, in his adult life.
Oh, wow.
He was ruthless.
Me?
Yeah, you were a bouncer.
No, I was in high school.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, that's why I didn't like that. That's why I don't count that as like an actual bouncer gig, because I was just a high school kid who basically took drugs from kids that brought them into the venue that I was like volunteering at.
You were the narc.
Well, I mean, let's just say I didn't turn the drugs over to the cops and leave it at that.
So,
and again,
you have that M tank, and this is the last fight?
Yeah. I'm just reluctant to use it until I feel like I'm in a good groove.
Do you feel like it's the run?
Yes.
I feel like I floated a lot between a lot of different circles, and like that made high school kind of complicated in that weird way of like circles that didn't get along with each other, and then like have certain friends that like
totally. I feel like I had a bunch of like separate friends, but no one friend group. So it would be like I'd have a birthday, and everyone would be like,
like we don't know anybody here.
Right.
Yeah, like I had a good core of friends that I'm still friends with from kindergarten.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have any people I'm still friends with, even from like college. I mean, I guess college, but outside of college. Like not people I knew from school, just people I knew from
that age.
That age, yeah.
All right, full health, clear eyes, can't lose.
Nice. Go get him. GG. I think it also helped that I was kind of a bigger kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like 100 pounds wet.
Oh, wow.
I was rail fucking thin as a kid, so that was another reason why kids felt okay picking on me, was because I was just not
this is all fascinating.
Physically intimidating in any way, shape, or form.
I was that, and also super short for a long time. Like way shorter.
I was like tall and like 160 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Like muscular.
Wow.
No.
And then all that weight, all that big muscle just turned into fat. Paying those dividends now. Now my knees and my shoulders hurt. I peaked real early. I also think my high school was like pretty good about that stuff. Like it wasn't like jocks and like
Oh, we had the most segregated like social scenes.
No, it was like
I went to high school in like Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's like pretty progressive. Everyone is very nice.
Like the skaters didn't hang out with the jocks. The jocks didn't hang out with the rap kids. Like it was a whole thing.
I definitely had that more like in middle school and elementary school in Virginia, but certainly not when I was in Massachusetts.
I mean,
see, I had like zero bullying when I was in Virginia. Like those kids were all super friendly and nice, and as soon as I got to California, they were just complete assholes.
Wow, I was in Kansas, and I feel like it was like 85 or 90% like total jocks, like total bullies, and then like a few like we didn't really have like skater kids or anything. You know, we just had jocks.
Still got a couple of things people saying that gravity hold might do stuff.
It just shows where he is basically. And like I don't know how like if I want to hit him though, like I need to be able to use
your Mega Buster.
My Mega Buster. So I feel like that's gonna be a weird switch.
Sure. Okay. I mean, I think if you get this pattern down,
you just have to be patient with it.
Be patient.
Oh.
Just in a bad position. Jump.
Bad rolls. Bad rolls. Yeah, I felt like very lucky to do that in high school.
Yeah,
like when I was on the football team, I was like, these are all like the smart kids from all my classes.
Oh,
like,
really?
Cool.
Yeah, like wow. And then I thought like, maybe you have to be like pretty smart to play football because like these are all like the kids that are like in the honors classes.
Yeah,
and stuff
I
like
would
that.
say like I was on the tennis team, and all the girls there were very nice, very smart, all good students.
The fucking opposite for me. The one time I voluntarily went into a sport was I wanted to do wrestling in 9th grade because I loved wrestling, and I know amateur high school wrestling is much different, but it was still the closest
is it
thing
ever? I
to
did it
pro
in junior
wrestling.
high, and it was not cool.
Can't pull off a stunner. But yeah, so I did that, and like during the first couple weeks, the older classmen were like, "Okay, these new freshmen, we got to show them, you know, this is tough." So he picked me up. We were doing double leg takedowns. He took me down and drove his shoulder into my chest, and I tore the cartilage in my chest. And so for like fucking 6 months, when I breathed, my entire like chest would hurt. And so like everyone was just like super, just hey, you got to be fucking tough. This is what it's like.
That's
That's sports culture.
I think.
Yeah,
I wasn't like in my high school.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I think also like maybe women's sports are a little
a
different.
bit different. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like that weird hazing culture, I feel like, in some sports too.
I feel like women's tennis in Massachusetts versus boys wrestling in Kansas is probably about as different as it gets.
Yeah.
So I quit Little League because our coach was a humongous fucking asshole.
Oh, really?
Like I was on his team for 2 years. The first year he was like bad, but it was fine. And then the second year he just would not stop riding everyone, including me. And I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I remember one day his son came up to me because he was on the team too. And guess what? You wouldn't be surprised he was the player that his dad put into all the star positions. Came up to me at the fucking Boys and Girls Clubs like and fucking just started taunting me, calling me a quitter and shit.
Really?
Wow.
Like just an absolute shitbag.
So weird.
I did.
Never wanted to play baseball again after that. I was like, fuck all y'all.
I went to one soccer practice in 4th grade, and I had I used to get really bad ear infections. I had to get tubes put in my ears and all this stuff, and I was in tremendous pain. And I was sitting on the bench, and then this other kid from the class just runs up, grabs my ear, and gets as close as he can, and he screams into it, "I'm yelling into your ear because you have a stupid ear infection!" And just fucking felt like it was just bouncing around
Kids
my brain.
are insane.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, soccer sucks. So
Kids
I
fucking.
quit that day.
My God, kids are insane.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be on team with this guy.
The only reason I stuck with basketball was because the team there, like, just to give a one positive experience here, like, that was a good experience, like, a dedicated, firm, but, like, you know, friendly, nice coach who, like, was instructive and helpful, and the kids on the team were cool, and I was like, if I played this better, I would probably do this, keep doing this.
Right.
But, like, at the very least, that was, like, a not horrifying experience.
Like, every one of mine was horrible.
Yeah.
I just thought they ran the kids ragged in football practice in like a way that was like
Like in the heat and
this should be
stuff.
illegal.
Yeah.
Like kids just
I gotta
passing
check it
out,
out.
throwing
Oh,
up,
Jesus.
just like vomiting, and then being like, "Go drink some water," and be like, "All right, well, this is clearly, I guess, what you do in football.
That's
Run
bananas.
until you fall over." You know, because you'd start in like it was Long Island, so it's hot and humid, and start in like mid-August, and you'd be just running with all your equipment on, and then just people would be dehydrated and out of shape. 'Cause, you know, the first month is everybody getting back into it.
But that's like on the coach to make sure that people aren't like hurting themselves.
Yeah. You'd think. And like my cleats never fit right, and like so they'd always just be like blisters. Like
that's not good.
And you don't think you can't take a day off, and like that always sucks. Yeah. But like I think aside from that,
this is not the run.
Everybody was pretty supportive. Like I was a kid who liked. I was going to Tool concerts and like fish shows and stuff like that, and like it wasn't, and like other friends on the football team were mingling in other groups. And I at least I never saw people in that group giving shit. The only people I ever saw giving a lot of shit to were, I think they were just losers, just like dirtbag losers. They were like, at the time, be like, "Are you 27? I don't like, you're driving a Camaro to school and like we're in like 15, like." Something's up here, and like you're never in school, and you just give shit to everybody else,
right?
And like that part sucked, but I feel like for the most part, it's pretty positive. Like, I'm sure there was a lot of bad shit I just didn't see. I was pretty oblivious too.
Oh yeah.
Folks, if we can get around this one more time with a full like thing of lives with health, yes, then I will probably save. But this was not the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not the run.
I hurt my neck real bad in the summer before senior year, playing fucking like grab ass football, just like outside with and like had that full neck brace and stuff
really?
Like that.
Dang, that's
and
so
like,
scary.
It was right like after.
Well, this is not the run either.
Oh, it was junior year.
Fuck you.
So I took that year off from football, and I came back senior year. And I was like, okay, I'll come back. It was the senior year. Because I had been doing really well. Like they had made me captain. I was like doing real well. And like I took off junior year and I came back senior year and everybody else had grown up. And so like, cause I was a lineman and like, cause I was like a big kid for my age, but then everybody else was like now 300 pound. Like they put actual people who fit the positions in there and like made it through all of, the summer training. It's like, I was like, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to do this. And like, just saw that like this ain't gonna happen, so I made it through. Made it to like the first game, like saw that like I'm not gonna. This isn't gonna work out. Like we're now in the group of people who are gonna be like real serious football.
Right.
So I was like, quit. I got my job at the roller rink.
Right.
Drove around my Malibu. And wore a lot of flannel.
You guys ever have the guy in high school that had super rich parents and would crash like expensive cars like every other month, and their parents kept buying new ones?
No.
Oh, we had a bunch of those. Yeah. Like
there were some rich kids, but nobody like that crazy wealthy where I grew up.
In 1 year, this guy Brian probably crashed. I think it was like 6 Lexuses, and every single time his parents just immediately bought him a new one.
What were they? What were they rich on?
I don't know.
What did they do?
I don't remember what they did. One kid's parents won the lottery. Like a
that's kind of
Powerball
awesome.
type thing, and like so they were instantly super duper rich.
And gave their kid a Lexus?
No, this was a different kid. Look at all the Lexuses.
I've heard that most people who win the lottery like go bankrupt pretty quick after.
Yeah,
like they don't know how to
manage it.
Yeah. It's also like there's a whole thing about getting it in payments versus like one lump sum.
I wonder if that's just. I always wonder. I heard that same thing too, but I wonder if that's just a more interesting story, and like not the like. No,
right.
Super happy, like invested wisely, and like most people are okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that the ones who have bad experiences rise to the surface. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's more of a story than like, oh yeah, we have a very nice life. We can do a lot of charities.
Right, but I'm sure that there are lots of folks. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys buy lottery tickets?
I bought a bunch in this last run of Powerball.
You did?
Yeah.
My dad
the 700 million thing?
Yeah, I think I could win it at some point.
What?
Although I ran a calculator thing.
Everybody thinks they could win it.
Yeah.
I think how you're supposed to do it to get good odds is go in with like 4 friends and like each put in $10.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll like...
And split it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not going to save when I don't have a lot of life. I see the chat asking me to do it. It's like if I don't have the life, then it's just not worth it.
I think you already said if you have like over 50% or a decent amount.
Yeah.
First thing I would do if I won the lottery was immediately just talk to a financial advisor.
Oh, yeah.
And be like,
100%. Yeah. Everyone should do that anyway.
Yeah, you just need like someone else, like you invest this because I don't know what to do.
And I would do the thing where like don't publish my name.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, don't publish my name. Talk to a financial advisor.
Yeah. Okay, but like other than the responsible stuff, what's the first fun stuff you do?
All right, so like responsible stuff. I put enough money away for my kids.
Yeah, it's all. You check the boxes that you got to check.
Everything's invested to the point where now I just got to like an
now
allowance.
It's like you're super rich. Yes. What are you gonna do?
Oh boy, it's responsible stuff also include like giving money to like family and friends.
Yes. We get it, Vinny. You're responsible.
Well, I just want to be because I think it would be super fun to like give everybody like $1 million.
Me too.
Maybe I don't know. If I thought you were wronged in some way, that's like, you really deserve this.
Vinny, I didn't win the lottery.
Yeah,
I could use some.
That's true. I gotta make you.
I've been wrong.
Yeah, I like that there are a lot of people I know who've worked really hard who just never like were able to make it or like got bad turns.
I would get nervous doing that because then people start treating you weird because of it.
I think about it a lot. And, be like, no strings attached here. Like, you're like a good friend that I think is just had some bad turns. Anyway.
I just feel like then people start being like, but why didn't you give me $1 million? Or people would be like,
because you're an asshole.
Right.
I think I would have no problem being like, because you suck.
Yeah.
What would I do?
You don't have this like all planned out?
I basically have unlimited money.
Yes, okay. Vinny.
I would love. It's hard because I got a lot of. I'm trying to think realistically here. Like having kids makes it challenging. I would love to buy like a place in Italy.
Oh, cool.
Where I have this place I can go to, and like I don't have to work anymore because I have unlimited money. So we can go spend like 2 months there.
Right.
Like I don't know if I want to go there with the kids and pull them out of school.
That would be rad though.
I'd love to have a boat because boats are one of those things that I feel like you need to just have unlimited money to have.
Oh yeah.
You need to like dock it. And
it's still a pain in the ass even if you have.
Yeah. So like just paying somebody to take care of my boat.
Yeah.
And just go on it like the once a year I get to use it and not feel guilty about it.
Boating is fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I save here? I have full health.
Yeah. Save it.
Yes. Thank you.
I always said the first thing I'd make sure like I'd basically have you seen Blank Check?
Yes.
I would do that, but like times a lot. Like
wait, like you'd buy like a castle?
Yeah, like a giant mansion.
That was like a child. That was like a child.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying if this happened to me as an adult.
What a little boy would do.
Well, yeah, I would get the mansion with the slides and the go-kart tracks and all that. No, I mean it. But the first room I would make sure that I planned for, is it'd be the biggest room in the house. It'd be like the size of maybe like a high school gymnasium. The whole floor is trampoline material. And there are like Velcro pillars and Velcro all over all the walls, and I could wear a Velcro suit and bounce up and just like stick to the walls.
I think I would just rather have like
no more
those
of that.
Big
I'm done with it.
Trampoline gyms. Those are
fun.
More fun than like I don't care to stick to the wall. I just want to like trampoline.
I've always wanted to have a Velcro suit and stick to the wall.
You can go pay somebody to go. It's like not that much.
You can like go to
you don't need to buy your own room.
Yeah, I wouldn't dedicate a whole room in my house.
I don't want to have to like get an Uber to go on my trampoline.
Right.
A giant like wall that's a TV that's like an OLED that's like fucking 500 inches or something stupid. Theater room, bowling alley, all that stuff.
I would like to think I'd keep my apartment. Maybe I'd get one in the city just to be closer. But I like my apartment. And just like, I think I would just never ever cook again.
Oh yeah.
Like I would just have like
a maid,
chef.
I don't know what it says about me.
Or even just like order food.
I don't know what it says about me, but like I've never wanted a giant house or like a ton
me either.
of like I want like a decent sized house. I mean, to me, it's much more about like space away from people.
Oh,
like,
I want the convenience of like being in the city and like having like
money.
Like I would just like a modestly sized house, like somewhere in the woods or a little bit like on the outskirts of a town where I can just kind of be on my own and not have to worry about.
I think I would want a little bit of both. Like I think I would like want my city apartment and then I would want like a more secluded place
in Italy.
I
think we must have talked about this before because I said that I would buy the giant workshop with like a machine shop, a wood shop, a forge, a foundry.
And you promised you'd give me a cubby.
Yeah,
I don't need $1 million.
And then Dan was like,
"Is that
basically Minecraft?" And it was like, "Oh yeah, totally."
Kind of.
I would absolutely do that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like a big workspace that had like every power tool.
Oh yeah, that would be rad.
Proper ventilation, and safety equipment. And I was like, I don't know, like I'd build a car from scratch.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use the tank now. I'm gonna do it.
I think I would also just travel a lot.
You're saved, so.
I feel like if I were super rich, I would hope that my lifestyle wouldn't change that much. I would just do stuff that was like more convenient. Like I probably wouldn't take the subway as much. Although Subway's actually pretty efficient.
It's not bad. Yeah.
But I would take cabs when I want to take a cab and be less like, well, I should take the subway, or like I would eat out all the time.
That's not an absurd luxury by any sense.
Dan, would you still do this?
I don't know.
I would.
You would?
Yeah, totally.
But would you like give fewer fucks about like I'm gonna do this thing?
I wouldn't have any worries whatsoever, you know. And I would do the like Chris Jericho schedule where if I want to take 3 months off and go, follow wrestling around the country,
Right.
I'd do it. But but no, I wouldn't quit.
I don't think I would quit. I think I'd get really bored if I wasn't
Yeah,
working.
definitely.
I would probably do it on my own. I don't think
yeah.
I definitely would do it. No offense. I don't think I'd do it here.
Would you keep employing people, or would you just like ditch us and then we do it here?
If I had the money, I would definitely be like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, cool.
Vinny, if you had the money, I would encourage you to ditch me. I'd be like, what are you still doing here? Go be with your family, woodwork, have fun, live your friggin' life. Yes.
Yay!
You,
Nice.
Dr. Wiley, eat my
Wait,
ass.
So you saved the whole thing, but you didn't need to reload it,
Yeah, I
right?
didn't.
Nice.
Well, hey.
Nice work.
It was all in your mind.
It was insurance.
Yeah, the battle of the mind.
And now we can look at the museum stuff, and we
Excellent.
can be done with Mega Man 5 once we get through the
Oh,
ending.
Good
here.
work.
Was he gonna crush him? Wow.
Oh God! Crazy scientist! Oh
Whoa,
no!
Wait,
You're so
A strong robot.
that's like that scene from the Hulk.
Is
What's
this him
that face?
singing?
What is that? His face he's making.
It's my face. I would probably just take time to play music, like not even
Sure.
necessarily professionally, just like for fun. Like
Yeah.
that's what I would do with my money.
Like we're just gonna do that and do this
Yeah.
and do that.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I would be bored without a job, though. I'd be
Yeah.
like, what do I do?
I'd
with
make so much
myself?
shit.
I'd buy
Yeah.
a wrestling promotion probably, like a big indie promotion or something,
I would
and try to run it.
I think I would just need to find like a passion project, I guess, if I wasn't gonna work.
Worked out okay for the Insane Clown Posse.
It did.
Are they super rich?
They're
Before they became,
they are actually
before they became the Insane Clown Posse? I mean?
No, they were not rich before they became the Insane Clown Posse. The Insane Clown Posse LLC is a very profitable endeavor.
Sure, no
Was it-
doubt
I
about
don't know if it
Jay-
is as much these
Jay-
days, but
Violent J and
Violent
Shaggy
J-
2 Dope.
Yeah, Shaggy 2 Dope.
Yeah.
so weird.
I only know this because they were in wrestling. Yeah, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. That's fine.
I think the one dumb, stupid thing I was thinking would be amazing to have is an indoor pool.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I would want an outdoor pool. I would want one of those like indoor-outdoor pools.
I was thinking like, oh, man,
I like being
somebody
in the
right
sun.
now, when I was walking home, it was really hot. I was like, somebody's life right now
Mhm.
is they walk into their house, walk into a room, and just go like this and just fall into a pool and be
But
like,
I like being outside with the pool though. Like
Have
I want
both?
both. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want both.
It's John Cena's house in Miami has like a multi-tiered pool with like a diving cliff and all this stuff. One of his 90 fucking closets has an elevator in it.
What?
His house is ludicrous. It is amazing. It's like the blank check house for adults.
I don't know how I would feel about. I like having a smaller apartment. Like I don't need all that much stuff for space.
I would.
I think maybe a little bigger, but
Yeah, a little bit.
Like I said, if it were a workshop, like,
Right.
I'd want like an upstairs room with a bunch of bookshelves
Right,
and like
right,
big
right.
fluffy couches and stuff
yeah.
like that.
I think I just like. I would want people to do the annoying work that I don't want to do, like cleaning, and I would want like nicer things.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Like I would want like really well designed, good looking items that I would just buy once, and that's my thing forever.
Yep.
I'd probably pay a lot of people to give me like lessons on stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Sure.
You get a gaming room with like pool table, a bunch of like dartboards
Yeah.
and arcade cabinets and things like that.
I
think
might
I'd-
buy an arcade,
Yeah.
like a thing that's like if we lose a lot of money and we wouldn't care.
It's like a
Yeah.
bar or like a game room
Yeah.
or something. I think would be great.
I think I would probably also do a lot of traveling and then just like bring friends. Like
Yeah.
I think that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't think I know if I'd do that.
Really? I went to Iceland with friends and it was like, oh, this is a blast. Like if I could do that and just be like, yeah, we're gonna do this thing and like we're gonna have fun. It's on me.
All right, so that's a pretty easy question, right? Or what if your friend had a ton of money? Would you be like an entourage and they were just like, Abby, quit your job and like let's just do stuff?
I don't think I'd quit my job because I would start to feel like codependent on
Yeah.
them. But if they were like, hey, you want to go to Germany on my dime? I think I might be hesitant at first and then be like, they're super rich. They just want company. Hell
What if
yeah.
they were like, I'm gonna buy you a car?
I would be like, I don't know how to drive. Please just give me
I'll buy you a bigger
$20,000.
apartment. Let's buy your apartment for you.
I would feel if they were gonna buy me an apartment, I would be like, okay, why? I would want to have like a big talk
Be like,
about it.
I love you. You're my best friend. You're my good friend. I've got so much money, Abby. What am I gonna do? Take it with me? I've given to all the charities and like I've done all the responsible
I mean,
stuff.
if they were that rich, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
I would be
folks.
hesitant, and I would feel maybe a little weird about it, but I would be very thankful, and then I would do it.
I remember this guy. This guy's an asshole.
I would hesitate for 0 seconds.
He's been in like every one so far, hasn't he?
I don't think the little helicopter version of him was in all of them.
Oh. Okay.
That's a damn fish robot.
Octoper away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big ol' octopus.
Sure.
Come on.
Come
Hey,
on.
man.
Yeah, man. Fury?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just a fucking
Those
gumball
things
machine.
Suck. No, those things suck.
Yeah, I
Look at
know.
those.
Crystal Joe.
He's been in
Yeah.
other ones too, I think.
Cooker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The fact that it's eggs, like the eggs have feet and they're running at you. They're not
That's
even
like
chickens.
it's like the Garfield and Friends thing.
All right.
New shield attacker.
Yeah, fuck that old shield.
Susie G.
Uh-huh.
Good old Susie.
I think I had Susie G's first album. Space Metal.
So the new one doesn't have these like descriptions, right?
Oh, really?
I think they have the
Legacy
names, but
Collection?
not
There
the,
might
like,
have been a
little-
database that I didn't see, but like the museum part didn't have that stuff. Tiger.
Mhm.
That's not anything. That's a paperweight.
That thing's kind of cool.
Joan?
Achong.
Bakan.
Nice, good pronunciation.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a twin cannon. That seems like a single cannon.
Yeah.
The bed machine.
Oh,
Okay.
the toss
Clever name
machine.
there. All right.
All right.
Wait, go back. Look at the last sentence.
Honestly, it's pretty weak. It is.
Yeah.
You can pretty much shoot that thing in one
Look, I'll
shot.
level with you here. It's pretty
I mean, somebody by like the 5th time is like getting tired.
Yeah.
of
yeah,
these.
it's like this guy sucks.
Bounder.
Power muscler.
Bane of my
This
fucking
guy
existence.
sucks.
Yeah, real asshole.
Wait, go back.
Be bitter.
Is an homage to a run among you.
Oh, wow.
Was young. You can't enter terror pass.
Wait. Is this like acknowledgement that Dr. Wily was a fucking
Yeah.
like anime
yeah.
nerd?
Otaku.
He's an otaku.
That'd be Biter. I love it if they just give this to an intern to make up.
Yep. Fujin.
Truly an annoying enemy.
Puka Pucker.
Ah.
I like that.
Puka Pelli.
I like that too. Bomb thrown. Okay.
Why is it a past tense?
Uh-huh.
All right.
A lot of these seem like they could be Pokemon.
Mausubil.
Mm-hmm.
Mizzle.
Missile.
Uh-huh. My mizzle.
Gotta watch out for that K1000.
Uh-huh. Because those are Mets, right?
Yeah,
Mommy.
those things are Mets, yeah.
That's the one that shoots at the little tiny
Yeah.
ones.
You done.
The head is always the weak point with this sort of enemy, right?
Yeah, I think so. Ryder
He's
Joe.
cool.
Rounder.
That is just a rapper, right?
I think so.
Okay. That looks like the bad wrong art.
Another rock throne. Darkman 1.
Mhm. That's all right. Dark
Yeah,
Man
no, that was the
two.
one with Liam
Yeah,
Neeson. That
that's
was
all
pretty
right.
good. Darkman 2, no, it's not as
Falls
good.
off.
No, not as much. Darkman 3, I didn't. Yeah, that one,
Nobody
that's when
saw
they
it.
got to like direct to video. Darkman 4.
It's an
Okay.
art
Production.
reboot.
They're on the
Yeah,
moon.
at that point,
Yeah.
like fucking Michael Dudikoff was playing it.
Big pets.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Mhm.
Cirque Ring Q9
It's not really.
makes
that
great
strong.
coffee. Like that's just like at some point he was just like, I'm just gonna keep stacking shit on top of shit, and then somehow that's a tank.
It will vanish soon after. Oh, wait, I want to read this. Vanish soon after will make it hard damage. Don't you have a weapon that pursues enemies?
No, actually, I don't.
Don't you?
Oh, it's talking
beat.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wave
All right.
man.
Ooh, he's got a crown.
Yeah.
King-
Poseidon.
Can't wait to see the Choo Choo
Poseidon.
Train guy in the
Oh,
Pirates.
man.
There he
Oh,
is.
he's got like skis. Limited budget.
That dude's just really into disco.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is really cute.
Oh,
As much
yeah,
as I
I
hated
like him.
fighting him, he is really
Wait,
adorable.
train.
disguised as an old steam train? Like he wasn't like built to be a train? Like what's his
I
story?
thought
I
he
think
just
it's like
was.
a Scooby Doo villain or something.
Yeah, like what's his real story?
Take off his mask, and he really is a train underneath.
Napalm Man has roller skates.
I love the text on that last one too. It's just very like.
So don't worry and just dodge. Just dodge. Don't fucking worry
just
about
deal
it.
with it. You've
Deal
played
with it.
games
Yeah,
before.
like learn to play better.
All right. And now the museum.
Oh, that wasn't the museum?
No,
No,
that
you
was
got,
just
like-
the like. Here's everything. Now here's also like concept
boy.
art and
The concept
skip.
art's pretty
We'll
fun.
skip the stuff we've already seen.
I love the look of Mega Man's art.
Yeah.
Always looked really good. Except for like the old, box art.
We got a happy little man. I made robots.
So,
They're
kind
nice
of. I made
robots.
like, but now they're evil.
I made robots too. They're dicks. I love Full Metal Alchemist, and you can't take that away from me. Like this is the artist representation of gravity happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
buy
wibbly.
that.
You ever seen Newton?
That's a bad picture.
I know.
Yeah.
So you don't want to take
that
another
was
one?
like a kid's.
That's like
Sketch
that's the
that,
face
like,
I make when
sent it
someone
in.
says smile for the camera.
I really should go and destroy the robots.
I'm thinking it's a picture, but they're taking a video.
That's embarrassing for him.
Help. The rush coil in this one's really bad. Like the jumps were not like it just seemed broken.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's also some fan art.
What? This stuff's great. I love
It's
this
no
stuff.
Mega Man 1 art, but that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the ghost one in the back.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Power Stone.
These are my poops.
Rock thrower, right? Rock throwing. There you go.
Disco Mega Man.
Boom, boom, boom.
Cool.
Look at him riding that thing.
Yeah, kind of riding that thing. Yeah, Super Mega Buster. B.
Water. I did that.
I did
I
that.
made that water.
Robots are bad for robots, right? Wait, go up to that one. He looks real fucking bad.
What?
Oh yeah.
I'm
A lot of these.
gonna get you, Mega Man. I'm gonna get you. Hold on a second. It's like fucking Rick from
Look
Rick
at
and
his
Morty.
eyes.
I love this art.
Okay. Good to know.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want all
Train
the Pantone
Man.
colors that are required.
Minion yellow.
He's got kind of a cool design.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Looks like that thing in front of like grocery stores.
Yeah.
Wow, not a lot of concept
That's
art here.
cool.
Kind of
Yeah.
nailed everything in one
It's
shot.
almost like maybe they didn't actually concept this one out very carefully before they put it
Like,
out.
same fucking. You want the same shit again? Oh yeah, look
It's
at
like
that.
some sort of like oh, this is the
Dude.
one
The
people could
boss submission
submit.
one.
Yeah, it was a contest. People could submit their own boss design.
Yep.
Oh, they just drew.
It's
that's
crowdsource their
neat.
bosses. That's great. I'm a sucker for
That's
stuff like this.
fun,
Like
yeah.
the Waldo type, like, hey, here's a bunch of shit.
Would you get like a giant poster with every Mega Man boss on it?
I used to have the one with all the Simpsons characters, where it's just like, hey, here's 200 Simpsons characters.
I used to have one with a bunch of smiley faces, and I had like funny things that were written under smiley faces, like weed face.
You go to the Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
Man, they really go deep on this one too. Like Dr. Cossack, I think, is driving that tank.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like, he's the,
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's. I think he only shows up in 4.
Yeah, I like the drill man who's like
Yeah.
kind of like,
Like,
this is
hey.
where the party's at.
Yeah. Sorry, just came from Australia.
Oh, there's the frog man
Oh, yeah.
at the bottom. There's Beat.
Oh, there's the
thing
yellow
that
monster
sucks.
thing.
Yeah.
Someone's like stealing the nice scientist.
that dragon is eating Iceman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Poor guy.
Gyro Man. Yeah.
That
there's-
one robot's just on fire.
Where's? Okay, wait. There's Proto Man. Zero is not around yet, right?
Yeah.
No.
Right there's Cossack's daughter riding on Rush, right?
Mhm.
They like just copied and pasted that like mama thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Where's the mama thing?
There's like one on the
oh, the Met.
no
The thing
down.
with the helmet.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
it's like the exact same thing.
Oh, the Mets? Yeah.
But they're,
Scroll
you
over.
think they're drawn the same way? Oh yeah, scroll over, little Alex.
Which
no,
side?
I think they're drawn
What?
differently.
Seem different.
Here, scroll down. Like, look.
I think.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah,
I
maybe a
will
little
say
bit.
that Hard Man, putting Hard Man, Wood Man, and Stone Man here is a very stark realization that this is literally the same design 3 times.
They're like looking at each other like, oh, embarrassing.
Top man is just getting crushed to death. Go down. Look underneath.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
God.
being stomped.
It's like gray pots.
Please no Steppy.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's great. I like that a lot.
I like stuff like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that I think is gonna do it
Is it gonna do
for
it?
Mega Man 5. we'll probably take a short break before we come back for Mega Man 6. Maybe we'll do a couple of other live streams before then. But next week we have PAX anyway, so we won't be.
That's true. Yes, it's a good timing. Yes, next week, Friday, we will not have a show, but we will be back the week after. Actually, well, we'll talk about it next week, but I think that week, that Monday, not next Monday, but the Monday after is also Labor Day. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if we're doing Murder Island, which means
I think I'm flying in on Labor Day.
Yeah, I think a bunch of you guys are flying back on Labor Day.
I'm flying back on Labor Day.
Yep.
And I think I'll be out of town as well. So it means you gotta get a chicken dinner tomorrow or Monday. You with me?
Or tonight also.
Well, no, we gotta stream it. Yeah. This doesn't count. That's gonna do it for the show. Tune in on Monday to watch
Exquisite Core.
Exquisite Core. Who is it on Monday?
Mine.
It's yours. Okay.
A very good episode
Abby
for you
follows
to enjoy.
all the rules.
I took a lot of your criticisms to heart, and you'll see what that did to me.
So tune in for that. I think we're gonna have Sunshine next Wednesday, and then like I said, Friday you guys are gonna be flying away.
Yes.
We'll have a Beastcast. And I think tune in later today for some unprofessional something. Fridays, maybe other kinds of live streams. All sorts of crazy stuff. So thanks, Alex. Thanks, Abby. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Vinny.
I think Jeff Backlar is also back next week. See ya.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah, it's a fantastic weekend.
Bye. We'll miss you, but we'll see you on Monday.